Yes, a very good morning.
I know.
It has been a while since we have been here, but welcome to Lifestyle Thursdays. We're so excited to be having you, and thank you for choosing to be a part of us today. We're going to have an amazing time from now all the way till 12 in the PM, so make sure you tag along and follow through with this conversation, okay? How long has it been? I think it was just last Thursday we missed.
Why do I feel like it's been...
It's long, yeah. I feel like it has been a really long time.
A long time.
Turns out it's just one Thursday, but
For real?
just one Thursday, imagine. And
Kid
we feel as if
if it's like it's been 2 months.
yeah, it has been like 3 years, and we're like, what took us so long? But yeah, it's always an amazing time to be here with you guys. There's so much that we get to learn. There's so much that we get to pick up and implement in our lives. So, and we're grateful for this Lifestyle Thursdays family, because you guys are a blessing, and together we're growing.
Actually, I feel the reason why we feel like it's been such a long time is because we've missed that part of the learning experience, the interaction.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It has always been amazing. And today is no different from all the other days.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have an amazing conversation, and with us here we have our guest who is going to walk us through a very, very amazing experience. And now, yes, let's have the one and only. Oh, my name is Sylvia Wanja, and I'm here with...
You know, I almost started asking you, what's wrong? My name is Faith Weber.
Yes.
Karibu sana, sana. Today,
yes,
we'll be having this conversation that actually I believe it's very, very key for all of us to have it. Previously, some people had this notion that it's just a conversation for people in the arid and semi-arid areas.
Very true.
But the truth is right now, the whole world is having this conversation. And this is about climate change. You know, we've seen a lot of issues surrounding climate change. And right about now, countries are coming in together, you know, to find solutions. Because if we cannot find solutions right now, 10 years to come, you know, people will be crying.
Very true.
There'll be a lot of diseases and everything. And guess what? Today we'll be looking at that. Our guest today is an activist. Oh, wow, I love that about him. And it actually is inspired by the fact that he one time worked in a place that has been experiencing, you know, seasons and seasons of drought. And so he started some CBO. He's been through that journey. Actually, he's an alumni of Yali, having been trained, you know, on matters leadership and public management. He got into matters climate change, and he's here together with us. He's Mr. Geoffrey Nyariki, and he's a geography teacher, and he has this call to action on climate. So he's here together with us this morning. He'll be telling us more on that.
Yes.
Actually, how he's been doing it in Nakuru, you know, and future plans. Because I know this conversation, as we said, it's not just for a country; it's globally. Yeah. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
So you can. We're so happy to have you. Thank you for agreeing to come and do this with us. So using this camera here, you can give a formal, official introduction to our viewers. Tell them who you are and what it is that you do so that we can get started on today's show.
My name is Geoffrey Hosea Nyariki. I'm a passionate geography teacher, currently teaching at Tumaini House Secondary School here, just a stone's throw away in Barut Center. I'm an active climate change activist. I started it in Marsabit when I initiated a group called Clean and Green Revolution. And when I was transferred here in 2021, I initiated Clean and Green Earthlings, which is an active CBO here in Nakuru, which is currently implementing a project by USAID called Mazingira Safi Initiative.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a Yali alumni. Graduated in 2018, where I did public management. Yali has 3 tracks, which is civic leadership, public management, and entrepreneurship. So for me, I went through that track called public management. And it's through it I got inspired to do more in my community, and that's why currently I'm implementing that project, which is a 3 milestone project, which started with the first one called Climate Awareness Festival. We did it in December 2023. Currently, we are training youth on green skills, where we'll do commencement in this weekend. And we'll be passing out about 100 youth on green skills, like kitchen garden, nursery establishment, and also climate literacy and adaptation.
Wow,
Interesting.
that is a lot, but it's good that a lot is happening, and you need to be part of this change that is happening, because we can't just sit still. We know climate change is an issue that is really affecting so many people, and there's no saying that it doesn't affect me, because you are part of the world. So definitely, one way or another, you're going to feel that effect in your life, in your everyday life, and those around you as well. So you've mentioned about YALI and how you graduated come 2018. So let's start from there. How did you find out about YALI, and how did you get introduced into the space?
Yeah, when I was teaching in Marsabit, around Marsabit Boys, 2018, 2019, I joined an online network called YALI Network. So I was passionate about climate, climate action. I used to plant trees around the school and also do cleanup. Sometimes even unscheduled or unplanned. We can mobilize students and take them to. I remember the first instance of which has led me to this. I got a certain washroom which was not good. And then I just encouraged a small group of boys during Mandela Day, which is celebrated every 17th of every July in each year. So I just initiated and then posted it online. When I posted it online, I got a huge following, and then I was encouraged to join YALI Network. So I joined the YALI online network. I did some courses there, climate action among them. And then that's where I was also told there is a physical training which is done in Nairobi at Kenyatta University, which is done by YALI Leadership, Regional Leadership Center. So I got the application, I tried it. Since I had done some initiatives, volunteer initiative, then I had that platform now, or that ground to apply. And fortunately, I was successful. I passed the interview, and also I passed through the written interview and oral interview, and then I was invited to do the 1 month training at Kenyatta University on 2018 November to December. That's where I reached during the training.
You know, for people who don't know, YALI is Young African Leadership Initiative, and it's for young people, and some young people could not be aware how to get into it, so that they get training as you had been trained. YALI in full Young African Leaders Initiative is a program which was initiated by Obama, by the former US president, in 2014 at Kenyatta University. It was a program which was to empower African young leaders. And it has 3 pillars. We have the network, online network, and we have the physical training leadership, and then we have the one Mandela Washington, whereby young people go to train in America, in Washington, D.C. So this training is online, and it is, I'm sure most young people, the Gen Zs, are online in Facebook, in Twitter, in TikTok. And the young leaders, the YALI has taken that initiative to advertise all its program online. And also as the ambassadors, we have done our part. We in our social media pages, and the physical, like the youths which we have been training at Barut right now, are aware about YALI, and they keep on speaking about it. They keep on spreading the message about it. And are they free? The trainings?
Yeah, the yearly training are free of. They don't pay anything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fully sponsored by USAID and the Kenyatta University. Yeah.
So this is very nice even for young people who are at home right now. You can utilize the 2 months, the 1 month break, probably after Kole or in between to do something constructive. I believe there are certificates that are issued afterwards.
Yeah.
So these ones are good.
Instead of just sitting still and saying, uko long holiday, wacha nipumzike. You can use it. You can use it to do something constructive. Now, after joining Yali, you talked about doing the online course. How was that experience for you?
Yeah, the online course was actually taxing because I had to set my time well, because if you miss that lesson, it's scheduled, so you've already missed it. So you have to be a good time manager, sit down, and then you have some prerequisite about whatever you want to learn. Like if it's about gender, about things to do with GBV, you have to be somebody who have gone through, who have a certain background. So since I had a background in climate action, it was very easy for me to go through courses which are aligned to that theme. So one has to have that calling, and you should have some demonstrative impact around you. You must have done something, even to a very small level, even within your own family. You could have done something. If it's climate action, you could have planted a flower. Like, I forgot a story. There was a young boy, a Somali boy, who actually made me to act more on this climate action. Since in 2015, when my son was born in Moyale, border Marsabit, I traveled home, but I had planted a small flower, the one which was red. It could have dried because there was no water. But when I came back, they had a shop. When I came back after the paternity leave, I was surprised to find the flower flourishing. Yeah, the boy is called Mohammed somebody Ali. He's a Somali. And then he was using his bottled water to water it. So when I came back, I thought about it. And I forgot that also contributed so much to me working more. Like, this boy did this in a desert. So that also encouraged me to go more. Like, I have the knowledge. Can I make these communities have like a lorry or a vehicle to enable them do more to this desert which is encroaching so fast.
Interesting. Now, after graduating, after doing those courses, how did you now get to start, these initiatives, the climate change? And because I believe there are people who have the info, they have the knowledge, but starting, there's that fear. Like, what if it doesn't go through? How was it for you? How did you start? Yeah,
there was that kind of doubt. Yeah, there was that kind of, can I go or not? When I graduated from Yali. But from the lesson we had learned, like design thinking solution, I remember when I was at Yali, my group, which was called Kabakas, was the best in designing a solution, a design solution to cap FGM in Samburu. We were doing a theoretical part. So since my group was the best, I had that idea, like, when you go into community initiative, there are challenges, and there are ways to circumvent or to go through those challenges. And the first thing was to make the community own up. So when I was transferred to Maini House Secondary, which is the environs of Nakuru West, Barut, I interacted with community. And then I found out that the community had that passion. They had some nurseries established, but those nurseries were dying out. So one of it was from a family called Rono family. I went to them and told them, can we do something about this nursery? and it's the one which has grown. And then I went ahead to talk with my principal at Tumaini House Secondary School. We currently have a very good nursery at Tumaini House Secondary, and I talked with another head teacher of Barut Primary, a neighboring school. She also accepted. She established a very good nursery. And right now we have trained 10 youth groups who are going to each establish their own nursery beds and kitchen garden. So when you start anything, there are challenges, and also you look ahead. We were trained from the 7 habits of highly effective people by a certain writer, which Marcoan. Yeah, we were told that you just look at the end. You don't. When you focused on the end, it's very easy to go through the way. But when you look down at where you're stepping, it's very easy to fall down. So I was focusing on impacting the community, making that people around me can be able to change their lives from the natural effects of climate change. Yeah. So majorly it was about focus and the lessons I'd learned back at Yali.
All right. Yeah. And you mentioned that there was a part that you are in Marsabit. Is it part of the reasons why you started what you're doing?
Very good. Yeah, perfect. That's why, because I interacted with communities in Marsabit. Like most communities in Marsabit, as you are aware on the mainstream media, we have several banditry attacks. And when I was interacting, actually, it's so unfortunate, I can say here, like, some of the students are involved in those wars. Yeah, I was interacting one-on-one with students. They told me, sir, during all day, I go and get a gun, and then I go to defend my community. Yeah. So when they do that, I ask, why? Because the other community took our cows. And then the other community, you can hear the other community attacked us when we were grazing, and they had to take that grazing part. So I realized that the conflict is going around natural resources like water and pasture. So I thought, like, what? And these challenges are coming from climate change, then fast encroaching of desert conditions. So what if we stopped this desert? Then we could have had a sustainable solution. Yeah, like now, one of the great padres who was in Marsabit said the first thing to solve community conflict in Marsabit is to remove a gun in the head of those people, not the physical gun. So in a way, it meant like to remove a gun from their minds is to empower them. Yes, to make their environment, their ecosystem, be able to give them food. Then they can be able to diversify. They cannot be able to solely rely on livestock. Even the little livestock they will be having will be able to sustain their livelihoods. So there will be no wars. They won't be fighting for the scanty resources they will be having. Yeah. So being in Marsabit played a key role in this journey of climate action. Yeah.
Okay. And when it comes to the resources that Yali is offering people, the ability to learn new things, climate change, GBV, do you feel like young people are really taking advantage of that, or they're not really taking advantage of the resources that are being offered?
Sure, I can bear testimony that young people have massively taken advantage of such resources. Like even lately, they've had sessions here, the American corner here. The U.S. Embassy has American corners in some towns in Kenya, like Nairobi, Nakuru, Kisumu, and Eldoret. I'm not sure they wanted to establish in Kisii. So in such spaces, Yali alumni or activities are allowed to take place free of charge. So if you move there anytime, you will find many young people there learning digital skills, green skills. And even I saw, like 2 days ago, they initiated a robot class here at the American Corner in Nakuru. So if you attend there, you will just be able to tell from the show. Many young people there learning, and even from our own initiatives. Many people, like the youths we have been training here in Barut, they are asking us about YALI. Like, how can I cannot be part of YALI? After this training, can I apply for YALI? So we don't even need to. Some of them have already known YALI. YALI has already become a big brand, known everywhere. Many young people know that it's one of the tools which they can use to empower themselves and to empower communities. So yes, young people have taken advantage have actually massively taken advantage of the training, online and also physical. And one of the things which also encourages them more is that YALI supports them financially. So when they prove that they have potential from their registered groups, they can be able to benefit from Transformation Fund, which empowers those who have already gone through the training. So such kind of programs have spurred on these young people to learn more or to take up those offers given by YALI. Yes.
So for joining?
Yes, you have to be a youth between 18 and 35 years of age. You have to have that passion to build your community. In any of the themes, could be gender-based violence, about gender issues, could be about climate action, could be about digital literacy. You could be having an array even on engineering, things like robots, AI. You see, we are moving there. And any place where even in the media, we have a slot there. Even lately they launched Trevano. In partnership with Trevano, they launched an education leadership training, whereby young people were commenced. The first cohort commenced in like the last 2 months. They've been going through the training and they passed out. So YALI is opening its scope to be able to address all issues in our society or in our country, Kenya. As you saw, the Gen Z race enterprising made us to have that realization that still more should be done in terms of the youth empowerment. Since the youth have a lot of potential, YALI has tried to a big stance to bridge that gap, but more need to be done. More partnership in terms of working well with the government agencies, such that such kind of initiatives, when they are embraced by government agencies or a local government agency, like I trained 100 years, if we working well or we have that embrace from other stakeholders, we could do more. Yes, there could be more impact to the youth.
All right. And wonderful. So young people need to take advantage of such, considering most of the training is done online. Few are done like physically, but most of them are done online. Young people, oh wow.
We need to take advantage of these opportunities that come our way. Because maybe it'll come a time whereby in order for you to join in, you have to pay a certain fee that you won't be able to afford then. But right now, if you have the chance to, why don't you just create that time and make sure you make the most out of that moment. Now, the moment you join YALI and you go through the process and maybe you have an initiative that you want to come up with as a young person, does that qualify you for being funded? Because you've mentioned something about funding. Or is there a process that you have to go through for them to see it fit to fund the initiative you want to start?
And also, you said that you have to be in groups. Do you have to really look for these groups, or you as an individual, you can work on your own?
To start with, the first question, Yeah, you said.
Yeah, is there something specific that qualifies you to get funded by YALI?
Yeah, the YALI will fund you when you've already trained there. You are already an alumni.
Yeah.
That's one area, and then you have to prove that you have something on the ground working, even if it's an idea which you are initiating, which has, so it's a catalyst fund, so it can fund you from just having an idea, without having so much. But if you have that program or that structure which will be able to bring impact to community, they will fund it. So you have to prove to them that you have this idea. It's a good idea. They have that process where you go through the written application, and then they will assess you. They'll come to the ground. Like, do you have like public diplomacy? Like, do you really have some connection with the community you want to impact? So after doing all the assessment, then they will be able to do the funding. Yeah.
Individually, or is it a must that you be in a group?
Yeah, okay, I didn't mention, we have chapters, alumni. Once you've passed out as alumni, you join chapters, like I'm in Nakuru chapter, we have Nairobi chapter, and then each county has a chapter. Then we have the national chapter, which has a leadership. Currently I'm the chairperson, I didn't mention that, of Nakuru chapter. So in Nakuru chapter, we are exposed to such funding. We can apply as a chapter, as a YALI chapter for only alumni. And for each alumni, working with community members can be able to apply. So it's categorized. We have that one for chapters, and then we have another one for groups of alumni. Like, I can be in a group with you, and you are not an alumni, but I will apply as alumni, but this project is going to fund to help that group and its community. Yeah, so it's a group project. It will be applied by an alumni, but it will be going to a specific community and a specific group, mostly which are registered. Yeah.
The process for registering is difficult, or?
Yeah, it's a normal government registration process, which is done, like you can register as a youth group, or a CBO, or a foundation, or a company. Yeah, all of those can be funded as long as they are working on themes which are friendly to what the USAID want. They have specific themes where you work for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Amazing. Guys, we're getting to learn so much here about YALI, the Young Africa Leaders Initiative. And as young people, we need to make sure that we take up this we take advantage of these opportunities that have been handed to us on a silver platter, okay, to make sure that we grow as individuals. Now we're going to take a quick break right here, but we'll be coming right back. But you can talk to us, you can send us your feedback using our numbers 0721 105 105, that is WhatsApp, and also normal text message, and then the short code 23814, which is absolutely free, and the MBCI TV Facebook page down in the comment section where we are live, and also MBCI TV YouTube official page down in the comment section. Tell us, talk to us, and if you have any questions, you can also put them down there, and we might be asking them when we come back from this very short break, so don't go too far.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
Kitale, Kitale, Kitale. The Lord has remembered you. Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Evangelism Team invites you for a mega crusade at Norway Grounds, Kitale, next to AIC Nuru, opposite Aturkan Hotel, along Cherengani Highway, starting Thursday 15th to 18th of August 2024. The event will be hosted by Pastors Haman and Faith Olucho of Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Kitale. The guest minister will be Pastor John Thuo Kamau from Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Nakuru.
I give you glory.
There will be evening revival meetings at the church located at Norek, next to St. Ursula's Primary School. The meetings are free and open to all. All are welcome. For more information, contact the numbers on the screen: 0721 345234 or 0700 000599.
Embrace the world of compassion and care at Goshen Medical and Technical College's School of Nursing and Health Sciences. Our school offers a variety of programs tailored to your heartfelt calling. Whether you aspire to be a Kenyan registered community health nurse, specialize in perioperative theatre technology, promote well-being with community and nutrition, provide guidance with clinical counseling, manage health records and IT, or strengthen your foundation in essential subjects, our programs are here to guide your path. Our programs are accredited by NEC and CDAC and Nursing Council of Kenya. A minimum grade of C- or higher is required for diploma courses, D plain or higher for certificate courses, and D and below for artisan courses. We also offer bridging classes for English, Kiswahili, Biology, Mathematics, Chemistry, and Physics, allowing you to choose the path that fits your career aspirations. Visit our campus today or call us at 0750 264 044 or 0723 047 468. For more information, check out our website at www.goshencollege.ac.ke.
Welcome to Goshen Medical and Technical College.
His Grace Prayer Mission, in conjunction with pastors, clergy, and all gospel ministers, welcome you to Embu Healing of Land and Family Prayer Conference.
Victory is mine.
His Grace Bishop Michael Wanderi will minister the Word of God and pray for the families. This meeting begins from the 16th, the 17th and 18th of August 2024. Venue Embu Stadium. Time as follows: Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m. in the morning till 6 p.m. and Sunday from 12 noon. Theme: Let my people go. Come and witness the grace of healing for your life and family. Remember, the venue is Embu Stadium. Dates from the 16th, 17th and 18th of August 2024. See you in Embu.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
Yes, welcome back, guys. Remember, you're watching Lifestyle Thursdays with me, Sylvia Wanjara, and Faith Mwema. Now, we were talking about YALI, that is the Young African Leaders Initiative. And with us here, we have Geoffrey, who was taking us through what YALI does and how he was able to start his own initiative that really focused on taking climate action when it comes to matters climate change. And he has given us a background on where it all started when he was in Marsabit, and then it trickled all the way down till he got to Beirut, where he's still carrying out the initiative. Now, let's get back to the conversation. Now, Geoffrey, we talked about how YALI helped you, gave you the necessary skills that you required for you to start this initiative, and things are going good in your initiative. Now, what are some of the plans that you have so that you can be able to help the people around that area in Beirut?
Yeah. After implementing the Mazingira Safi initiative, which is currently running, whereby we're looking forward, after training the youth on those skills, including, we have one of the objective, eco-friendly car wash. After this, we'll have to establish a car wash where we will be able to take through 2 youths to empower them in that car wash to know how to make money using that car wash. And we're looking forward actually to establish a plastic recycling plant, whereby that plant will be able to generate income for the youths whom we have trained. And also we will be able to do follow-up for for these 10 youth groups who have gone through the training to be able to establish the kitchen garden and also the nursery. And if the kitchen garden and the nurseries which they have established are really making them earn money. Yeah, that's for short term. And for long term, we're looking forward to having a full capacity sustainable training for the youth, like an academy. We're looking forward to having a green academy in Barut, which will be focused on green skills. Yeah, which will be passing out like in a year, passing out 2,000 youths into communities and be able to nurture them into making their own money. I did mention earlier that Barut is a place in Nakuru West has suffered a lot from insecurities and crime. Yeah, so such kind of training will be able to empower youth to stop going poaching into the national park. We have had several instances of youth going to do poaching, illegal fishing in the lake. So when we occupy those youth, and you have heard of confirmed gangs around the area. So most of the youth, if they go through that training, they get empowered, they will be able to generate their own money, and then the Gen Zs will be okay. They will be happy, and then they will be supporting us now. They won't be on the streets, they will be on the leadership platforms of this country because they are empowered. So we're looking forward to having a green academy in future, which is after high school, those graduates can be able to have skills which can make money in their urban, in their pre-urban societies, like kitchen garden. You know, we don't have land in cities, so they can be able to generate money from kitchen garden, and by doing that, they will be conserving our environment, since kitchen gardens don't entail use of fertilizers which are detrimental to our environment, and they will be actually contributing to oxygen levels in the environment, and also they will be protecting our food eating habits, like we'll be eating safely, like you've heard of groceries coming from sewages and etc. But now kitchen garden will be able to bridge that gap. We won't be eating by fear. Like, where is this spinach coming from? Does it have some content, some content which is not good for the body? So they will be bridging all those gaps in terms of healthy, our own healthy and environmental health.
Right. And you've mentioned that there will be a pass out, or there was a pass out?
Yeah, there will be.
There will be a pass out.
This weekend.
This weekend. How can someone who wants to join a new cohort, how can they, get trained? And as we are talking about green skills, there are people who don't actually know what I'm going to get trained on, the green skills. What are green skills?
Yeah, after the pass out, we have actually initiated a virtual program. After the pass out, we'll be having a virtual cohort. We'll continue using our facilitators, training them online. And we are in talks with the American Corner Space here in Nakuru to be able to embrace that program so that we can continue it even after completing the Kazi Safi initiative. We'll be able to be on throughout at the American Corner to train youth there, and then we follow up on their communities. Green skills, as I said earlier, is about the skills which you can use to make money without harming our environment, or without anything which is coming back to our bodies or to the environment in a bad way. So mostly things to do with agriculture, safe agriculture, things to do with trees, fruit trees and forestry trees, and also things which minimize on wastage, and also which utilize plastic wastes, like now the bottles. Instead of throwing it, they can be your garden. You hang it on your house, at your backyard, and then you'll be having your skuma there. You'll be eating some berries from there, because maybe your space is not enough on the ground. So you could have protected the environment, because you could have thrown that plastic, which is not biodegradable. So you could have made use of it. So by doing that, by doing several things, which even tiles, even these tiles which are left from cars, we can use them to make kitchen gardens. So instead of burning them, you know the harmful side of burning those plastics, they release those compounds which go to deplete the ozone layer. So once you do that and you make money, that's a green skill. Yeah, and that's something which you do, but you protect the environment. You know, if you drive a car like a matatu, yes, you make money, but you look at the amount of carbon you release is so much.
The footprint that is left.
Yeah, so it is more detrimental than useful. So when you do something like electrical car, so it means it's kind of a green skill, since you are protecting the environment, you are protecting Mother Earth. So anything you do, you earn money, and then you are protecting Earth. It's a green skill. Yeah.
Interesting.
And what would you say is the importance of people embracing green energy for the sake of our world, our planet?
Yeah, it's of dire importance, since Earth is on the verge of extinction if we continue with the trends we are at the current levels, the current lifestyle we are living. Our planet may get extinct. You've seen of ocean levels rising. You've seen the Antarctic ice caps melting away. So when they melt, what happens? Our land keeps on reducing. Some scientists said, like, Mombasa Island will not be there 50 years from now. Maybe since he said it's 10 years, maybe Mombasa is left with 40 years or something like that. So unless we act, we won't be having planet Earth, since you cannot eat the cake and then have it. And then we are eating it so fast, so we may not be having it in a very short time. So if we eat our cake in a way that we replenish it too again, we eat the cake and then bake it. Yeah, we bake the cake as we eat it. We'll be having another one for tomorrow. But if we keep on using these machines, we release a lot of carbon. Like in Kenya, you see most cars, like and roadworthy cars, release a lot of carbon. We have lost our people from cancer cases. Personally, I lost my mother through lung cancer. It's one of the things which I pondered on, like, most cancer cases currently are in rural women. Why? People eat greens. It's because of these fertilizers we have taken, the pesticides they are using at home. So such kind of things, instead of using these manure from animals, they are using these exotic pesticides, which are harmful to environment and even harmful to themselves. So you can see we are losing ourselves, we are losing our air, we are losing our land. Right now, the amount of productivity for a 1 acre maize plantation is not the same like 10 years ago. Like my home, we have like 2 acres, and I remember we were 7 siblings. So that small land used to feed us until we are at this level. But right now, that land cannot produce so much. It's because of the amount of fertilizer we have used, We have degraded the soil there. So there is a call to action to be able to preserve our planet, unless we want otherwise. Yeah.
And one way is going the green way. You know, actually there's a way people can calculate the carbon footprint. The fact that you've traveled from, let's say you're coming to work, there's CO2 that has been released. So when you calculate that, you'll see the need of us going green, the way he's putting it, because it's too much, And sometimes we cannot see it right now, we'll see it in the next. They are saying that some plants will be extinct in the next 50 years.
Some species of animals are going extinct.
It
is so sad. And it is so unfortunate. And what would you say, as Kenya, where do we stand right now when it comes to embracing green energy?
I think in terms of green energy, I've seen the president has tried a lot in terms of the wind energy. They started at Turkana, but I'm not sure if the project is still there or it's producing into our grid, and we have hydro. So I think Kenya is at the wind of Africa for that change. Yeah, since we have banned use of coal, I think there is a plant in Mombasa which is trying to establish a coal plant, and then I think the government stopped it. So I think the government is making some steps to the right direction. But I think since we don't have enough resources, I think that's why we are looking at capping it at the nip by being a carbon sink. You see, Africa sometimes cannot do so much in terms of energy, but they can do so much in terms of being a carbon sink, having so many trees, and that's where the carbon trade is coming in. Like countries like Japan, they can invest in Africa in clean energy, and then more space which is in Africa can be utilized in being carbon sinks. Like we have so many trees in Africa. Unfortunately, we are trying to protect others who have already destroyed the environment. So we are like saviors of the world. That's why they are mostly investing in Africa in projects which try to mitigate the climate change.
But with the logging that's happening, are we sure we have that many trees? After the logging ban was lifted, we saw trees being cut everywhere, and the reports shared that right now the surface area that is covered by trees has reduced greatly after the logging ban was lifted.
I think they have reinstated the ban. I think the logging was done so massively until the government, the climate activists raised concern about it, and then I think the government did something. But you see, it's about empowering people. You cannot do climate, you cannot call into climate action. You cannot tell people to plant trees when they have nothing to put on there, by just planting trees, unless it's fruit trees, which will take some time. But now you have to give them alternatives, like as they wait for these trees, or these people have been dependent on charcoal. Where would they go? How will they feed their families? So that's where green skills comes in. Like they have to be empowered in terms of how do they make their bread, how do they bring food on their table. If you don't do that, when you just talk about climate change, once you leave, they will go back to the forest because charcoal is gold. Cut the charcoal, burn it. So you have to reduce it gradually. You have to do it step by step by empowering them and by doing our climate awareness. So without empowering communities and the youth, then this climate talk would just be a talking without walking. The government has to invest a lot, and that's why you can see agencies like USAID is apart from talking, they are doing something on the ground, trying to embrace projects which empower the youth. Yeah. Once somebody is empowered, cannot destroy the environment. But once the mamas in the village, they won't afford gas. They won't afford whatever we talk about, solars and etc. But they will just see firewood, which may harm them and harm the environment and their end. So without them being empowered, without their sons and granddaughters and grandsons getting empowerment, then it will remain just a talk. They'll be using firewood, and then we'll be having a lot of carbon up here. We'll be having a lot of unroadworthy vehicles releasing a lot of carbon. More police taking bribes. You know, when they take a bribe, you know, they have polluted the environment. Yeah, because if they allow unroadworthy vehicle, you know, if you do research on countries like Japan, they know how expensive is unroadworthy vehicle. You know, unroadworthy vehicle can be 10,000 or can be 50,000. In Japan, it's not wanted. You can even be jailed because they know its cost. They will pay in terms of the medical bills for cancer cases. They will pay in terms of depletion of NHIV, in terms of chronic diseases. But right now in Kenya, somebody just pay 50 bob. And that and roadworthy goes, and then at the end, is the driver nursing, is the policeman nursing his mother in hospital with a cancer case. And paying, selling all he could use. He used 50 bob to buy land. 50 bob each day he bought land. Now he has his mother sick. Personally, I sold my car when my mother was sick. You see that? Such kind of things happen. So that police will sell his car. That Chakobana will sell all what he has to be able to pay for medical bills. So without looking at the end, what they bring back to us, that's why we need to look at sustainable livelihoods and empowerment to our communities in terms of green skills. Yes.
Thank you. Now it's a conversation that is gearing us to let's go green, all of us, especially with the rural-urban migration. Even if you're living in the urban setup, make sure even that kitchen garden you have it, because why not have it?
Exactly.
Why not have it?
We've been told of how you can use bottles as your garden if you don't have space. So I think, and it's not an issue of, oh, it doesn't concern me. You are part of the environment. You're part of this earth. You're part of the planet. So it'll affect you one or another. So don't have that ignorant attitude that it's none of my business. Nyinyi pandeni mti kama mtapanda, fanyeni venye mtafanya. I'm not part of that conversation. It involves you as much as it involves everyone.
Especially the tree planting stuff. And it's for all of us.
And as you said, if they're not on the bandwagon, then they will be on the problem side. If you are not responding to the calling to action, then you respond to the problem. You respond to the problem which will come at your doorstep. The chronic diseases will be on your doorstep. You'll be using a lot of money here and there for your own safety.
And it's not supposed to be like that. Anyway, so there's an event that's coming up, Yali event. Maybe you can tell us more about that.
Yes, Yali is organizing Yali Fest. Yali Fest is a festival which is organized by Mandela Washington alumni, and it was organized to take place in 3 cities in Kenya: Kisumu, Nakuru, and Nairobi. So far, the event had already taken place in Kisumu. Whereby Kisumu and Mombasa, whereby we had alumni doing exhibitions and also telling their stories like I'm doing, and also engaging their own organizations and government agencies on how to do better on their communities in the 3 spaces I've talked about: public management, civic leadership, and entrepreneurship. So the Nairobi festival, which was to take place it was organized to take place on August 17, but has been postponed to September 28. To be able to join or to be part of Yali Fest, it's not only Yali alumni who can join there. Anybody who has an enterprise empowering communities or even generating income, because that's very key in our economy, trying to do something for our country, are welcome to register. Registration is online. You can go online, Yali Fest. Just Google Yali Fest. You will find it. The registration link will be there, so that you register as a delegate or as an exhibitor. Yeah, we have that part of an exhibitor. If you have something, if you have trees you have nurtured in a nursery, or you have that plastic innovation, like I've seen people make boats using bottles, these ones which are thrown out there from drinks, and I've seen people make even sprinkler irrigation using bottle tops.
Wow.
And I've seen people make even these umbrellas using these bags from diapers. You see, the diapers which after using you throw them. We have a lady at Barut who was in this training, who was mentoring the young people on recycling. She makes bags and even clothes from the bags from diapers, and you can see some boda use them even as their own dashboard, which protect them from the wind, and even as bags, these bags which are called Obama, which you use for putting in clothes. Yes, so such kind of exhibitions are done at the fest, and also we'll be having talks about stories of entrepreneurs, of civic leaders. So it will be a very interactive event, which is fully supported by the USAID. So all youth are welcome to that event. Anybody, any entrepreneur, anybody on the public space are welcome. And they can register online through that link, which you can find at the Yali Fest. Yali Fest. Just Google Yali Fest. You'll be able to get that information there. Yeah.
And are the slots being charged? Because there are exhibitors that require you give a fee when you want to get a slot.
Yes, I didn't talk of the venue. The venue will be disclosed very soon from that link. It's free of charge. You don't pay. Yeah, this is a cause which has been initiated by USAID. They are trying to do more impact into whatever the youth has done. You see, they impacted us to do some initiative in our communities. And maybe they have realized there is a gap, like we don't have enough platforms to amplify whatever we are doing in our communities. Now they have brought that platform again for us to be able to amplify, for us and our communities, to amplify our innovations, our projects in our communities, to go to the world and throughout the country, and other people can be inspired by them. Yeah.
Date and time?
The date is on 28th September. Yeah, it is an activity which runs for 3 days. 3 days in Nairobi. The venue has not been launched or established, but it will be communicated. Yeah, the link will be there. We'll share the link, and you can even find it when you Google Yali Fest. Yeah.
All right.
Amazing. And for any young person, you said you're the chairman in charge of Yali alumni in Nakuru chapter.
Yeah.
For any young person or any person who wants to reach out to you, maybe because they want to get their classes maybe for green skills, or they want to learn something, how can they reach you?
Yes, they can reach me through my number.
You can just share it.
It's 0726 762 869.
Okay.
And they can get us on Facebook. We have a page there, Clean and Green Earthlings. That's from my CBO. And also we have Yali itself. It has a page which is called Yali East Africa Regional Leadership Center. So when you go to Twitter, Facebook, we'll be able to find them. And then more information about the grants. Like there is a grant running right now. They have launched Transformation Fund Round 4. It's an active grant right now. So it's advertised on their pages. And we also share it on our pages, on our personal spaces. We do share it. And more information, even physically, once you go to the American space, here in Nakuru Library on the 3rd floor, you'll be able to get more information about most of the early programs and also the American Embassy programs, which are running and empowering the youth. Yeah, so most youth are welcome. And anybody who is passionate, you don't need to be a youth. If you are working on youth spaces, you can be the Gen Z, you can be Gen Z. But you can be even 60 years. But you're passionate about the youth. Like the former principal of Stare, Geoffrey Griffins. He was old, but all his life dedicated to the youth. So you can be dedicated to the youth. You can go there, learn how you can do more impact to the youth. Yeah, so you don't need to be limited that you are not a youth. As long as you're working, you can be young at heart.
That's all that counts.
Interesting.
Amazing. So that brings us to the end of today's discussion. It was very, very insightful, and we got to learn so much. And we are very, very grateful. Thank you so much, Mr. Geoffrey, for coming through.
Thank you, sir.
We have really learned a lot from you, and I'm pretty sure the people at home can attest to that as well. We have learned so much, and if you're a young person out there, it's time for you to take up the initiative to go learn at Yali. And since you're young, you're very energetic, you can go teach more people, and together we can be part of this great and amazing change that is coming our way. So go visit the social media platforms of Yali, try to find out more, and try to look at some of the courses that they're offering or some of the programs that they are offering, and whichever sits well with you, be it gender, be it climate change, whatever sits well with you, take it up. And let's work towards changing the future of our planet. Now we are going to get chic and style, and then we'll be coming back to discuss that as we wind up the show. So don't go too far. We'll be coming right back.
A job interview is your opportunity to make a strong first impression, and your attire plays a crucial role in that. Dressing appropriately for the interview not only shows respect for the company and the interviewer, but also boosts your confidence. Whether you're interviewing for a corporate position, a creative role, or a job in a more casual environment, your outfit should reflect professionalism and suitability for the industry. In this segment, we'll explore various job interview outfits for men, providing tips and inspiration to help you dress for success. Number 1. Corporate professional. For interviews in corporate settings, a classic and polished look is essential. A well-fitted suit in a neutral color like navy, charcoal, or black is a reliable choice. Pair it with a crisp white dress shirt and a constructive tie in a solid color or subtle pattern. Accessorize with a leather belt that matches your dress shoes, which should be polished and in good condition. Minimalist accessories such as a classic wristwatch and cufflinks add a touch of sophistication. Carry a leather briefcase or a sleek portfolio to hold your documents and complete the professional appearance. Number 2, business casual. For interviews in business casual environments, you can be slightly more relaxed while maintaining a professional look. Consider wearing a pair of tailored trousers or chinos paired with a button-down shirt. Adding a blazer can elevate the outfit and add an extra layer of professionalism. Shoes should still be formal, such as loafers or brogues. Opt for a leather belt that complements your shoes. Keep accessories simple, a stylish watch and a tie, which is optional, and you can complete the look. A medium-sized leather bag or a briefcase can be both practical and stylish. Number 3, creative industries. When interviewing for roles in creative fields, your outfit can reflect a bit more personality while still being professional. A pair of slim fit trousers or dark jeans paired with a stylish shirt or a smart casual jacket can work well. Choose pieces with interesting details like subtle prints or unique textures. Footwear can be more expressive, such as a stylish sneaker or ankle boot. Accessories like a statement watch or a unique tie can showcase your creativity without overpowering your look. A sleek messenger bag or a modern backpack can add a touch of creativity to your outfit. Number 4, casual workplaces. In casual work environments, you can opt for a more relaxed yet polished look. Dark jeans or casual trousers paired with a neat button-down shirt or a polo shirt is appropriate. A well-fitted cardigan or a casual blazer can add a touch of sophistication. Shoes should be clean and stylish. Think loafers, clean sneakers, or casual boots. Keep accessories simple but personal. A wristwatch and perhaps a leather bracelet. A casual yet chic bag that fits your essential completes the look. In conclusion, dressing for a job interview is about balancing professionalism, appropriateness for the industry, and personal style. Whether you're aiming for a corporate position, a creative role, or a job in a more casual setting, your outfit can help you make a positive and lasting impression. Remember, the key to a successful interview outfit is to feel comfortable and confident in what you're wearing. When you look good, you feel good, and that confidence will shine through your interview. So, take the time to plan your outfit, pay attention to the details, and step into your interview ready to impress. That is it right here in Chic in Style. My name is Sylvia Wanja. Remember to stay chic and in style.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
So that was Chic in Style. I remember before we took that 1 week break, tulikuwa tunaongelea kuhusu ladies, how ladies should dress for a job interview. So this one was on how gents should dress for job interview.
For an interview.
Yeah,
I love it.
Dress according to the job that you're going for, whether creative, whether formal. Si kila mahali utaenda na suti.
True.
Ati unaenda kazi ya mjengo na unaenda umevaa suti.
True.
Dress according to the job that you're going for. Okay, or the
And
job interview that you're going for. You have to be intentional.
sure.
Yes.
And you must be very comfortable. Well,
In what you're
sometimes
wearing.
for an interview, it's something that you have been really anticipating, so you are anxious.
Yeah.
So imagining
having something on that you don't feel comfortable in.
Exactly.
It makes it twice as worse. So yeah, that marks the end of Lifestyle Thursdays today. Hope you have learned something important today that you're going to implement. Go to Yali. Get to learn as much as you can. If you are available, you can go for the festival. It's free. If you have a project that you have come up with, you can go. There's free exhibition. So take advantage of this opportunity as a young person. Make the most out of it. Okay. My name is Sylvia Wanjal. I'll see you guys next week, same place, same time. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.
And my name is Faith Wema. Whatever it is that we've learned today, please implement that kitchen garden that you need to have. Please have it as soon as yesterday.
Yeah.
You're right. We need to go green.
Yes.
Because we want to have an impact for tomorrow's generation.
Very true.
Faith Wema. Bye bye.
Tunawachana hit the gym. Tunafanya lower body recomposition part 2. So, yeah.
Wow.
So, let's get into it. Bye bye.
Bye. So very good morning to you. Karibu sana to today's episode. Tunaendelea na the series that we began ya body recomposition, and today is part 2 of the lower body. Last time we worked on different muscle groups, and today we are also continuing with that. We'll be looking at and be working at the glutes and the calves. So karibu sana. My name is Faith Mwewa, and I am joined.
Yes. By the one and only Sylvia Wanjal. You need to have a amazing time, guys. Kama kawaida, keep on repeating until you stick. When you're going to work out, whether be it at the gym or at home, make sure you carry that smile with you, because I promise you, the time is not easy. We have to do it, okay? We have to do it because we have to. So yes, watch out to Malizia, lower body, body recomposition, and we are joined by none other than
Triza.
Yes, amazing. So Triza, tupeleke sasa tunaliza lower body.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll be working on glutes and calves. So for glutes we have 3 workouts. Yeah, we have the bridge. Bridge we'll use the floor mat. Then we have sumo squat. We'll use dumbbell. Then we have a reverse lunge. Yeah, we also use dumbbell.
Okay. Yeah. And on that note, for people who have big calves, how do they make sure that they don't become bigger?
Okay, so for calves, first of all, growing them is not so easy. It's very genetic. So for people who have big calves, maybe you can just tone them with light weights. Yeah. And even for people who've got small calves and want to grow them, you can tone them heavy, although they don't grow so much. Calves are the only muscles which don't grow so much. Yeah, but they'll grow to some level. But those who already feel that their calves are big enough and don't want to grow them, you can use small weights or even body weight. So like today, we'll just use our body weight to work them.
Okay.
Yes.
So for cows, is Guembe, right? Is Guembe. So let's get into it.
So we are going to start with bridges. So the next workout for glutes is a reverse lunge. We'll hold one down.
That's it for today. The 2 muscle groups, the glutes and the calves. I know it's good to have a very nice group.
Hey guys, this amazing episode was shot at Chester Hotel during the Indigo Fitness Health Club so that you can also be fit. So you're all welcome. Remember, Chester Hotel, Indigo Health and Fitness Club. See you here.